Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. My name is Catmonic, and I'd say once again we're doing the Duel Masochist challenge, but at the moment we're doing the quiz at the start several times because there's a near gigabyte update for the game. My internet is not that fast. It'd be moderately nice if the questions actually cycled instead of you being able to see the same one on 3 different, There we go. Actually get into the game, and then get through the notifications that this update is about, probably. At least I'd hope so. Upcoming FNL list. Oh yeah, this one, right. I thought we already read that, but, I mean, yeah, good list. Uninteractive card, uninteractive card, uninteractive card, good. Like, you know, the Draco Tail one is at 1, so why isn't Branded Fusion? Good hit, good hit. Sure. I think that does work, but I'm not sure. Why? Sure. And there you go, you've had my official reaction. You must link Yugioh Duelist point. Uses Konami ID. Right, so I think I can do that on the other one. But do I care about those wallpapers? Not really, honestly. Version update. Right, okay, hold on. There's like actual things here. Update the game version, dual related. When you cancel the trigger activation and another card's effect is resolved, you'll now be asked once more if you want to activate the trigger effect. Okay. Other updates, changes to the report. Instead of being allowed to report 3 times per day, 3 times per category, bot has been added to reports. We can report bot players. Let's go. An appropriate player name has been added. If your player name is reported multiple times, we may change it. You do as players to choose. Okay. False or prank reports. Okay. Collector's files. Yep, that's fine. PvE duels. Art mage. That's yeah. PvE. That's all PvE. So I guess I don't need any of that. Which is probably what these two are about then. Right, neat. So where does that put us then? I don't think there was anything new at the shop and all that. It's just, yeah, it's just like some small quality of life changes. But hey, we can report the bots. Fantastic. Because, you know, we're gonna get bots at some point. Like, it's just gonna happen. Alright, we're back in Plat 3. This is the deck. We aren't going to be playing the Go second deck this time. We're going to stick with this one. And yeah, we're just going to see how it goes. What do I have in the way of ninjas? Oh yeah, I have a surprising amount of ninjas, right. I keep forgetting about that. We did play ninja once upon a time. How good it is entirely different, but we have Yugioh. We have the pendulum scales, so maybe there's something. Yeah, let's get on with it. Let's just duel. Ooh, exciting. Hopefully. Anyway, welcome back. Nice to have you here. Yugioh. Certainly a username. Lost the coin toss. But does that mean we've lost the coin toss? It means the game server's having to think. No, okay, we actually lost the coin toss. Can't win them all. Hope you're all well. Hope you're well. Hope anyone else who's watching after the fact is also, but how are you doing, chill? Glad to be back here. Yay. That's nice of you to say. We're optimistic today. We've got a Fenrir, we've got a Chalice, we've got a Reborn, we've got Boss Sage for follow-up. We're against Towers deck. We'll have to be able to see if, or we'll have to see if they can do it. We've had a few people mess this up already. And so there's every chance that they do, hopefully. But at the same time, this is going to be a very long combo, so there's plenty of time to yap about random things. Not a lot has happened between Monday and today, completely honestly. I hung out with a friend on Tuesday. We were supposed to be watching Highlander with another friend, but they bailed. I don't know what time it is now, but we cannot get us three together in the same room for a film again. It happened twice, once to start it, once to finish it, and then it hasn't happened since. They requested Highlander. I'm trying to make it work. It just isn't. It's just been so hard. I'm available like most weeks, most days, and they just equally, both of them aren't, or are really bad at communicating. But it was a cool time. We had, like, the two of us hang out. He's, what is it? I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring and Elden Ring Night Ring recently, but more key to this bit is Elden Ring, the base game. Or, you know, just, not the base game, the DLC, but the main game. Our opponent didn't do the combo. Incompetent Raid Raptor players, what can I say? Special summon Fenrir, I can say. And anyway, so yeah, we were talking about Elden Ring, and then he was... Do you think I'm gonna special summon? I've summoned Fenrir. That's all I need. I'll just banish this face down, or this one. If a Raid Raptor, you can add a Raid Raptor spell trap. I mean, I'm killing the monster anyway. So yeah, fuck it, we'll banish the spell trap. No. It is a negate destroy. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I guess that was going to happen anyway. That's the attack stat they boosted. Reborn Fenrir. I'll give you one draw. Activate. And anyway, so yeah, we got talking about Elden Ring, and I was saying that I've been, you know, chugging through the DLC, and they said that they hadn't been playing in a bit. They thought they'd, you know, just give it a go. Why not? They haven't played in some time. Let's get back to it. And so yeah, I was just very happily watching him play the DLC, and helping him guide him to a boss that he genuinely hadn't seen and didn't know existed. So that was kind of neat. He hadn't seen the finger boss, which if you've played Elden Ring and have fully played out the DLC, that makes sense. I guess otherwise it possibly sounds a bit deranged, but it should make sense for people who've played the game. So yeah, there was that. And he then went on to beat Bale as well, which was pretty cool, because, you know, that was a stumbling block of his. And so, yeah, very happy with overall. Yeah, it was a really cool time, honestly. And it got me more motivated again to, like, play the DLC in my own time, because it's what I have been doing, but I recently felt like I was getting stuck. I also realised there was a boss in the main game that I hadn't beat, and so I went back to the main game to clear him. And yeah, I was just like, it was neat. Real cool time. Monster, banish, and an Omni negate in a second. Gimme. I know I could negate their Xyz summons, but I think the rest of this is already doing a good enough job. And I think we just chalice this. And then we can banish the spell trap. Yeah, we'll do it now. But yeah, it got me really inspired to try the Elden Ring DLC again on yesterday, actually. And that's it. I've beat Elden Ring now, just because, like, you know, I managed to go around, have a fun time, and get a little bit of inspiration to just go through with it. Sounds cool. I now need to find a new game on Steam. Which I have no shortage of. It's not I need to find a new one, it's I need to choose one. Right, this isn't lethal, so I will just add Ogre, for sake of being thorough about it, because there's every chance they could have something that stops this. The way to attain lethal is Lopter summon Valor summon Lopter. But it could get stopped. They could have Ghost Bell. Or I guess Veiler or something. I guess I could summon Utgarda as well. But this is probably better overall. We're going to attack with Fenrir Banish. And then continue the attack. What else have we been up to? I guess not a lot else, actually. Because that covers the time. Yeah, that covers Tuesday and that covers Wednesday as well. Of course, I've got another Saga progression on later today, and I did one on Monday as well, which didn't go so hot. The opponent has looked into the Tearlament pack, and they have pulled pretty decent from the Tearlament pack. My best deck against them is probably Crusadia. It is a Raid Raptor deck. It's even playing Super Volley. I mean, say what you will, the ratios look pretty decent, I think. And yeah, none of the cards I banished face down mattered, especially because, like, this was just something they had multiple of anyway. We'll say it's weird that they're only going for the one, but I guess if they can out one, they can probably out two, is the attitude. Tyr is terrifying and low power. Yeah, you believe it. You best believe it is. It is not an easy time. I don't know what I'm gonna do. At the moment, I've gone into... What pack is it? Not the Exodia pack. I've gone into the Argo Stars pack. Eidos is really good for any Monarchs. 2 new cards. Wow. We don't normally get this. Target their effect. Special summon from your extract Doomsday or Jupiter. Okay. So that really works with, like, extra archetypal cards, and we don't have them. But still, 2 new cards right at the front. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I went into the Argus Stars pack, and I've also been into the Exodia pack, so I'm, like, really solid on trap monsters. Except Azurin got banned, and, what is it? Azurin got banned, I've only got one Apophis Swamp Deity. So, there are some flaws with the current deck, to say the least. What a remarkable pack. Right, on with the next duel. Yeah, I did try playing Crusadia against their deck, but there is an issue with that in the fact that Crusadia wants to go second, and going second even against their version of Tearlament is actually very risky. I've got a few decent cards of my own, like I've got a Skullmeister, I've got Mudora, the one that's like a graveyard shuffle from the Shizu cards. What else? I've got some other things, like I've got a Sinful Spoils of Subversion Snake Eye. You know, the removal spell. It's not a bad hand for going second. Oh no! Anyway. Do I just do it here? Ah, fuck it. I don't really know where else I'm doing it. Keep the tribute material off the field, I guess. It was the normal summon, but Ah yes, the Into the Back Row spell, indeed. I love it. Honestly, like, it's just such a cool spell. Ignore Snake Eyes as an archetype, or like Sinful Spoils as a whole group of cards. Its standalone is just really cool. No! The recursion. End phase. You're gonna ritual summon on my turn. It's fine, actually. Yeah. Yeah, that is fine. I'm gonna special summon Fenrir. Fucking Christ. I hate Fallen and the Virtuous. Right. I'll take 2. I don't really want you to get another one, so we're gonna get that out of there. There goes Fenrir. Indeedy do. Yeah. Okay. 2,500, okay. We, yeah? Yeah? Alright. Apparently that's the turn. You're not gonna do anything in end phase? You are. Which is awkward, because that's a ritual summon. Is it? No. No, it's not. It's just a search. Oh, no, they did summon? Ah, summon one from Handgrave, okay. And yeah, I can't do this. I still think it's a bit weird that they went first and then didn't do anything when they could have done things going first. You know? Like, what's the rest of their hand that they just don't do things? They just wait for me to play. I can stop a ritual summon. Singular. And that's it. And there's a very important thing. That's an activate. This is a negate activation, I believe, right? No, it's a negate effect. Okay, never mind. Ignore that. Why is Mitsu going third? Beats me. But you can only use each effect. I mean, I can still negate it, right? Which I probably have to. So, let's just do that. Like, you've got other plays. Like, you should have other plays. 4 Mitsu cards, shuffle them, make them tribute. You do have... no, you don't quite have... No, you do. You do have 4 Mitsus. And that's a ritual summon. Okay, there's Habakiri. My attack stat, no. On the... Like, it's not going to be difficult for them to put 8,000 on board, I don't think. But at the same time, it's a little weird, you know? Especially because if I'm on 1 Bestial, I could be on more. I have to tribute a monster I control. Travesty. Which monster shall I tribute? The choices. Anyway. So yeah, like, you should be able to put up, like, 8,000, right? It can't be that difficult. And if they can't, then Alpha goes kind of hard if they just don't bother to stop it. They should win. Like, I don't really see me winning from this position. Xyz for Broadball. Ah, shenanigans incoming. Alpha would go hard though. Agreed, but I think it's would in this instance. But they have, you know, started up on the Zodiac shenanigans. Which you do gotta wonder. Why? Like, people know that, like, Broadball and Rapier They're kind of like, you know, at where they were on the ban list for reasons. Like, you gotta imagine Konami knows that. But they just didn't care. They just didn't, you know. Yeah, sure, you guys can be trusted with, you know, Rat Pier Broadball. Although I guess you should call it Rat Pier. But they hit it now. Yeah, they dropped Rat Pier to 2. Does that actually do it? I don't think it does. Like, I think 2 Rat Pier is still, like, plenty. But maybe I'm wrong. What are they fucking doing? Like, okay, granted, Dryden does deal with Alpha. Like, I can't say it doesn't. But on a genuine note, what are you doing? Target 1 face-up card on the field. I mean... Sure. Like, it forces you to do it. That's about all it does. Anti-lethal line, yeah. Like, it's just a quick effect. You can just, like, pop it. There we go. And they can still do that with the crackdown that's here for next turn. If they keep this on board, this does nothing. If they for some reason get rid of the Trident, it might actually do something. But I don't see why they would at the moment. Unless they're going for UFD. They're going for like the slowest kill ever, by the way. We're on turn 5. I should be dead by this point. Our first duel was a win. Like, relatively simple. This one, I don't really know where it's going, nor do I think we're really getting out of it. I'm not sure if they know what they're doing. They're doing all the fancy lines now. Well, I wouldn't say that too hastily. Like, they're taking a minute to decide what zoos they just rank up into. Or I think it's pretty just, like, simple as long as you choose a specific one last, right? Like, there's just one Zodiac that you're not supposed to summon before the rest. Is it Tiger Morph? Or... yeah, I guess you'd summon, like, Tiger Morph at 3rd or something. Maybe a timeout one? I mean, maybe. I don't think so. They're, like... they're playing at a speed. It's not fast, but they are playing at a speed. Yeah, go for it. Then detach and target zoo, special it. It cannot be used as material for an XD sim. So, is it getting ritual material on the field? Nope, that is an XD monster. You're making a link monster. Are you fusion summoning? What are you doing? You've got 4-0 attack monster on the field and Habakiri. Just chilling. Utopic future. Well, you want to know something about UFD? It's a monster negate. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect. Sure, we'll just do this now. I don't think you have anything that stops this, which means I just have an indestructible guy on my side of the field. Granted, he is 2-2, but he is indestructible. Are you running 2 Dryden, I guess is the question, really. And they got rid of the Trident for what reason? Exactly. Like, if you've got spare Zodiac, use this as XD's material and get rid of that. Okay. Well, I'm back up at 3k. And they get this back. Neat. And then you can special summon Habakiri again. Shuffle that into the deck. Is my win con that they just put up, like... Is my win con normal summon a guy? Valet in hand? No, it can't be Valet in hand. If they didn't negate... Oh, no, there you go. There they go. What, are you using the effect? Nah. No. But that will do it. You haven't gone to the battle phase just yet. Okay. That is so much more convoluted than it needed to be. Like, surely they could have done that easier, right? One, two, three, four... No, they were only on 5 zoo names. And they are... Why are you on Mirror Jade? You've got... No, you are playing Albaz. Like, you're playing a small Albaz package. It looks weird. I mean, it's obviously working. It's a decent list, but, like... It looks so fucking weird. Ritual summon from deck. But you're not playing 3 of it. I think it is just Albaz's Super Poly. Which, you know, works. Can't say it doesn't. It's just weird. I don't know. Anyway, on with the next one. Welcome back to Masochist. We've lost it all. What else is new? Okay, that's not really a go in second hand, but we can try and make it work. Fenrir. Well, if I'm going to start with Fenrir every time, then, you know, someone else should be able to start with Fenrir every time. What comes around must go around. Banishing the Albaz is always really funny. Yeah, because they do have to use the Albaz. It's worth it. I don't want you doing the Kashtira things. Get out. Although that does just let them normal summon it. That wasn't really worth it. Yeah, I should have just saved it for the Xyz monster, right? Either that or Theosis. That was completely the wrong choice. And Valor Utgarda is... Yeah, I should have saved it for Theosis. What the hell am I doing? It's fine. We've got double Chalice, possibly triple Chalice, and Cosmic Cyclone. Like, it's fine. It's not fine. The stopping the Theosis might have been the play. Sometimes you just throw, you know? Sometimes you just make a fuck-ass decision. The question is, are they making an Xyz? They are making an Xyz. The good bit is it's the wrong one. And or grave. You can banish the Theosis. If the Spanish target is banished, except Theosis. I mean, I can banish Birth. And I can negate Chalice. Negate Chalice, I can use Chalice to negate. You summon from Banish, you also summon from Banish, don't you? Banish Ring your hand, yeah. Normal summon? Do you detach the cost? You probably do. That's weird. Oh yeah, you go ahead. Banish monster from my extra deck face down. There are many choices. It's, I'm not sure if there's a right one that they can make. Cerberus. Yeah, you can do that. Set 1. 2. 3. 4? Pass. Now it is a once per chain, once per turn quick effect. Right. That's just gonna suck. Okay, they got rid of a chalice. And they added the Fenrir back. I think I have genuinely thrown the game. Yeah, you know what? A bit of a shame concede, I just threw it on the wrong card. It costs us a duel. We have to take those when we take those, you know? Though takesies backsies in Master Duel, you can't just say, my bad bro, I just thought you activated a different card, you know? Going first. Is it just the game understanding shit happens sometimes, you know? Cash is just strong, yeah. I do kind of need to play better than that if I'm going to beat them. I also need to draw hands better than this if I'm going to play the game in my own deck. I do kind of just have to fire the field spell, because otherwise I have nothing. Everything is in hand presently. What, pray tell? Oh, it's Ice Barrier. You know what? This, like... Ice Barrier is kind of rough, but I will take it. I will not take it. Alright. Fuck you. You know what's really annoying? They're just an idiot, right? Like, understand this. They are stupid. Because it's incorrect to Ash boss fight, you just Ash boss stage. My favorite rogue deck. Yeah, Ice Sparrow do, like, really unfun stuff, but at the same time, eh. Oh. Oh, fantastic. It's not... I mean, it might be Ice Barrier, but, like, sure. I get it until the end phase. Damn, they know I have Dark Rule. That's actually a problem. But yeah, it's incorrect to Ash boss stage, or boss fight, you just Ash the boss stage. Because I just give you a draw. It is just upstart for them, if they let the trap resolve. Now, they could be a much better player than I am. And they could just decide, not reading all that, I see yellow button. But, like, it's pretty basic. Generator's been around for a while. A lot of people have actually, you know, just played with it. I'd be surprised if you hadn't run into them at least once. I guess. But you can still just, like, take a minute and look on the related cards, right? Because isn't it odd that the card that I have that activates the field spell from my deck gives them a draw? Like, isn't that strange? Maybe I should look into that, you know? It's like, your opponent puts opposite him, like the Ashen field spell in the field. My monsters are all Pyro. My monsters. Ah, well, no, that's fine. What could possibly happen as a result of that? Okay, but that is too much reading. I understand we're Yu-Gi-Oh players, but you gotta break out the stereotype at some point. Like, I have lost games to just not reading both in paper and virtually. But there's a lot more times that I have, you know, found things I can do. Well, they kept the, they banished the spell for me. No, that's overlethal, isn't it? I mean, that's it, right? Yeah, there you go. Done. I think Maso actually teaches you reading. To an extent, yeah. Because there's plenty of cards that you've got to find, like, synergies between, really. You've got to learn that, like, actually, as much as this is a coherent pile of cards, this stops me from this. Or that, like, you know, this locks me, this one doesn't lock me, you know. I guess it's just standard Yu-Gi-Oh! Things, but applied in very weird ways. And you can't just spam negates. Yeah, you've got to learn when the choke points are. Put them on better habit for the normal summon they've just revealed in hand is not a choke point. Noted. Better have it when they show me they definitely do have it is a little bit dumb, you might say. Right. Field spell. Normal summon. Give me a quick play spell. Pretty please. Imper. That's okay. Hello, Mr. M Gaming. How do? Welcome back. Okay, that's fine. I've still got the effect for next turn, in which I contributed off to summon Lopter. So I think because of that, I want to summon Valor to get Valor in rotation. And that gets Har into rotation now, or they spend Imperm on it. Back from where? I didn't go anywhere. Well, it's the welcome back to the channel. That's kind of the thing. It's in the pinned message. Like, it's welcome back to the channel, or it's welcome to the stream. It's one of those two. And I chose welcome back to the channel. I thought it was okay, I'm just stupid. You have missed genuine stupidity on my end, so, you know, you've come in at a good time for me. That is not the Nibiru range. I don't know what you're thinking about in draw phase. Droplet. You're thinking about Droplet. 1. 2. Well, it's annoying, but I can still attempt to activate effects, so I will do Chain On. Their effects are negated, but that's fine. I think I tribute the Condemned Witch, that's what I'm trying. No, it's not going to be Flu. Oh. Well, that's, I'm pretty sure that was an Archmage. Was I just misreading? Was that not an Archmage card? Yeah, it was an Archmage. And they just didn't have it for the rest of the... okay, sure. I mean, a win's a win. I don't really get what the rest of their hand is, where they just instant scoop. They just droplet both interactions I have on the board, and just say, nah, I can't do it, mate. Okay, hold on. It's another Assembworm. You gotta be kidding me. Like, even Anti is possibly better, is it? No, Anti is not better. This is better than Anti, but, like, come on, we gotta get new cards. Aside from Hippo Carnival, right? Like, I can't be doing Leeching the Light OTK. That is not viable. Master Packs, you can save this, right? Like, your ultra rares matter. Surely. You care about me. 4th Clockwork Knight, by the way. Back to dupes. What else? That's not, though. 2 ninjas with different types, and you can just tribute the above cards, which means this is summonable, and it's a banishment on summon. It's a banish on summon, even. Yeah, we do have a ninja deck. We have to, like, rebuild it, but, like, we have a ninja deck. 2 of the same rank, treated as 1, all you control and in your opponent's graveyard times 500. Cannot target. When your opponent activates a card or effect attached, take control of one also. So, it's like the worst utopic future, right? Well, no. Okay, that's definitely not true. It's not the worst utopic future, but it's like, in terms of the payoffs for utopic future, this is the worst one. It's part of the new support. It is good, but like, I guess it couldn't have been you. You're banned. One small second. Just give me a moment. I need to. I can definitely check like the limit of cards on this. I don't think any of this has been hit yet, has it? Evale? Did Evale get hit? No, Evale didn't get hit. Rongo got hit, but Rongo would not show up because it's just banned. What do you mean it's just legal? What do you mean this is just legal? Okay. Alright, yeah, fair enough. I mean, I don't have to worry about it. It hasn't been done. 2 Xyzs with the same rank, 2 Xyzs with the same rank, 3 Xyzs, or you can use Utopic Future, and then this Utopic Future as well. I don't know why, I thought they were all a little different. Anyway, that's a decent first pack. Pack 2. Although that has just, like, you know, made you... It's just realizing that, like, oh wait, this isn't banned. What do you mean the turn skip isn't banned? It is banned. Why does it show up then? Why does it not show up with like a limit on it or anything? I mean, it is a royal rare. Doesn't matter that it's a 2 tribute monster that works with gadgets. That is a royal rare. And it opens 2 packs. Which means I get to choose. That's not bad. That is bad. If there is a card in the field, special, discard, add a level 3 or lower fiend. Oh, it's just Rota. Ooh. Right. So yeah, let's open the free pack. Packs, secret packs, right. So, yeah, it'll be the choice between Shifting and Gargantuan Gears, right? Featured cards. We pulled you, so yeah, we can either go into Gear Gadget, which I do not think is the play. Why not open one of each? I mean, the thing is, you do have like you do have some cards that just open like 4 packs by themselves. So like a royal rare is a bonus pack singular. I think you get to choose if it opens multiple, but I think it's just singular. And I guess the difference is we can't really use the Ancient Gears generically, right? But we can use like Geargigan X generically. We have a Geargigan X. We have a lot of the cards from this pack anyway. Yeah, it's just not this pack then. Then it's just the Ancient Gear one, because that's what we don't have. Your cards. Like, yeah, look at these ultra rares we don't have. Don't have Ballista, don't have Commander, don't have Fusion Advance. Yeah, okay, it's just this one. We just want to get lucky with one pack. Just new cards, really, yeah. And granted, we still have a chance to get, like, something that's new from this side, but let's try the Ancient Gear bit first. That's not great. But of course I say it's not great and we get 2 of them. Have the level 1 Earthbound that summons from deck and it's useless. Unfortunate. I mean, it was a bonus pack. We got new card. ×2. Unfortunate. Okay, into the next duel. That really doesn't change anything. Although, no, okay. Before we go into the next duel, I should look at my level 3 or lower Fiend Tuners. It was you, isn't it? Level 3 or lower. Right, so we want effects, really. And we want... where is... there's Fiend. 1, 2, 3... Tuner. We actually have a lot. Okay. We have some of the RDA stuff. That one's not playable, that one's not playable. Those are both, like, gifts. This one is playable, but that's pretty bad. Oh, it searches Decatron. That's funny. Like, we have some Infernoid cards. Do we have enough to really make it playable? It's tempting, but no. Because that's 6 of a name, and we're only allowed to put in 3, which makes 4, 6... maths. 9, 10, 11 total. So no, that's not actually something we should do. Oh wait, we have... Huh, wait, 1 minute. We have Earthbound stuffs. This doesn't do... No, it just adds a spell trap. It is a field spell. So what's the combo? If there's the... You can discard this card at level 3. If this card is normal special summon, you can add an Earthbound Prison or Harmonic Synchro. Or, if this card is normal special summon, you can special summon an Earthbound from your deck of Grave. Fusional Synchros. Right. So we can make Geogremlina. That's what this does. It makes Geogremlina. Or it searches this Harmonic Synchro Fusion on a turn where we probably can't use it. Because you're a normal summon, right? That's a free Synchro 6 right there. It's not Archetype locked, right? Oh, right, yeah, it's not. I don't think I have any better Synchro 6s. Like, this is just a quick effect. No, your opponent chooses. And then it's a Battle Phase Fusion. And Field or Grave. If special summon, you add an Earthbound target. If a monster your opponent controls is destroyed. Okay, so it gets me like 2 6s is what it does, and a Rota. But that's not particularly optimistic, especially because that's got to make it to the battle phase to do that. And I don't think any of this really helps with, like, the consistency. Yeah, okay. So, level 6 or higher is normal special summon tribute to level 10, so that doesn't work. Okay, I guess the follow-up question is... So yeah, there's not really anything else we'd want. Everything here is, like, too specific. Like, they take the normal summon, or you need to control no monsters, or archetype. Level 6 synchros. We can try it. So what do we have? Yeah, not a lot. That one's okay. Same original type and attribute, but different names. Just go to the related cards for a second. Dark Fiend, so it would work. So I can make Juju, who is indestructible. It gives me an indestructible 6, I think, is the best part of it so far. Yeah, the rest of those don't really look that good. And Harmonic Synchro Fusion is really cool. The only issue is I need to control Send Tuner and Non-Tuner from your face-up field. It's a Synchro and a Fusion. And I feel like the fusion part is going to be real difficult. Yeah, that one's also not going to work. Okay, we've looked into it. It just doesn't work. Let's keep going. We got to get more duels in to make up for the stupid loss and other losses. Alright. High stakes for them. Not so high for us. We're going second. Surprise, surprise. I don't know if I could make use of them in the Fiend deck. Maybe I could. But it seems like it's a little tied into drawing the 5 first. Rather than anything else. Walbaz. Baldrake could help here, but I don't think it will. I don't want them to get an Ecclesia in rotation. I know there's firing things too early, but I think if, like, it's a summon from deck, if they have Branded Fusion, they just have Branded Fusion. That was a special summon. That's a normal summon. It's a tuner, so you could synchro, which gets you to an Ecclesia anyway. Yeah, because it's this one, which I think hatches itself to summon an Ecclesia. Doesn't technically, but as long as Ecclesia mentions, which I think the ones they want to do. Send a Fallen of Albazro card mentions it. Pray tell what? It's probably a light or dark, so I might want to banish it with Voltro. Yeah, I want to keep that out of rotation as best I can anyway. That comes back. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, so they've done that one first, which means they can't get Albaz infused with Goldrake. They can get White Albaz. Because the thing is, it is an effect to activate, right? Yeah. So yeah, we'll just do it on top of that one. Get rid of you. Going second, which makes the Condemned Witch possibly a bit more valuable to get, like, a Chalice. To get another Chalice, sorry. Yeah, I think we do. Banish this card until the end phase. So that is just an activated effect, but I think I'd have to let them get to it. I'm not special summoning. I'm not sure if you can see its effect, but yeah. Oh yeah, this is also Ashbait. I didn't even consider that. Anyway, Chalice. Battle phase. Attack 100 over. It's gonna matter. I swear it. Okay. Get rid of this. Main 2. Set 1. It is just a quick effect. I do have to spend like 2 negates on it, but I think this is worth. They thought I just set Chalice immediately, so they were trying to get around it. That's why you wait for things. Okay. Right, now worst comes to worst, I can use Condemned Witch as the tribute for Goldrake, but that's not really what we're thinking. And here's where we just Lost Wind instead. So it's just negated until you get it off the field, which I think is better. And then this can also come back if they summon from the extra deck, which I'm expecting they're going to attempt to. You got 3 cards in hand. Okay, so you're going to destroy your own monster, right? No. You're summoning Light Albaz. Okay. I will get Witch here. Witch for Valor. Oh wait, yeah, right. Yeah, no, you do just see it used for removal. Right, so that's negated. Special Note, please from your hand, deck or grave. Right, so I'm going to try this out. And that works. Okay, let's negate this. They've got 2 cards in hand, there's a chance they still have something good. But, I think this is worth it. The question is, what summon? We've got nothing in grave hand. I'm gonna put Nagel. I'm gonna put Nidhogg in the field. On the off chance they do attempt to, like, link summon or something, because I don't think they've locked themselves at the moment. Like, yeah, that's a contact fuse, which means I can just negate the summon. Okay, you can hit for 1250, but that is not going to win you a game. Nice. Ah. Branded Fusion. What do I get? Oh, Valor. So it is Valor. Look at this. Oh, they have the... Yeah, you can try and do that. I guess just so it stops asking them, really. And here we get Albaz. Right. So, what 9s do I have? I don't have an Omni 9. Can get a monster out of their grave. They've got Branded Fusion. So, the play here is just this into her. That is not going to be controversial. It gets me most damage. It can negate Branded Fusion, which is the current threat, because this doesn't do anything in the grave. They've got 2 of the cards in hand they haven't used. Granted, Fallen the Virtuous is hard once. So yeah. I have to call it a turn there. I don't like where this is at the moment, but it's mildly okay. Yeah, so that goes through. Oh, it's during the draw phase, fuck. They played around Ha's secret effect. Add a Fallen of Albaz or a monster that mentions it. So they're probably just adding Albaz discard card, and Branded Fusion. No, you get Incredible Ecclesia, which I guess is what you've been trying to get for the whole game. I hate how you just sends for cost. I mean, I might as well let it die, because the effect is to destroy. That really fucking sucks that those are your cards in hand. So what? Because that's Branded Fusion. That one you added off of Ice. Yeah, I'm just so confused. They had a Fool and High Spirits and they just decided to not combo? Are you going to discard your Branded Fusion? Is that what you're doing? That ain't the play. Right, that's why you play this. Graveyard or Banishment. Recycle those. As a removal. Sorry, what? Why are you also removal? Like, just being recycling wouldn't be busted enough, right? You put me on a top deck. Your hand was cracked and you just decided to not play. Which was not in your best interest. They almost have lethal on board at the moment. They have a Branded Fusion, they just have lethal. Because that little engine wasn't strong enough. I mean, the thing is, it got them to, like... It added them the Ecclesia, which then keeps their resources going during my turn, so they can copy, like, they can use the same effects on theirs, right? That's how this goes. Like, I thought what they had was strong enough. It looked like it. The Ecclesia could contribute itself to special summon a Sword Soul of Fallen Valdez. Oh, the Branded, the Fallen, the Virtuous thing. Yeah, that engine really isn't strong enough, you know, it's removal on top of being removal. I mean, 2 Bestials is pretty damn good. Ooh, that is pretty damn good. There's always a chance they weren't on Blue Eyes, that's why, you know, held off on it. We wait. Pipeman's Legend. Okay. Yeah, I should have... it wouldn't have mattered, actually. Banish the Blue Eyes is fine, but Sage has to be one of them. Or not Sage, Maiden has to be one of them. I've just got to work it out at the moment. The more impactful one that needs to hit the field is Magnemite, because it gives me a search in the end phase, I think. Which kind of keeps up the advantage game. So, show 3 Blue Eyes, then summon 1 from deck. Then they're going to attempt to use the Maiden effect, and that's where we have it. They've drawn 1 Blue Eyes, so we know 1 card in hand. Summon 1 from deck, of course. Yeah, there you go. You're not doing the Maiden effect. It's okay. There's Spirit. Like, no, you're setting a spell trap. We gotta wait to see what the spell trap is, really. Wishes. Yeah, that's okay. Go for it. There's the other Blue Eyes. So I can banish both Blue Eyes, but on the other hand, this targets, I believe. No, it doesn't. It just tributes. There's Ultimate Fusion, which they can use this turn, and Effect Veiler, which will not work this turn. Treat this, especially the Blue Eyes can handle Grave. I let the Grave summon of Blue Eyes go through. I then get rid of the rest. Are you searching Chaos Max right now? I think you might be searching Chaos Max right now. Get rid of you. Summon a Light Dragon Synchro. Also beware the Magia, yeah. But I don't know how I really manage that. They've got another... It's an Omni Negate for an on-field effect, isn't it, actually? On the field. So that's fine. Magma just isn't doing that effect. Oh no, I can't banish cards from their grave. That's what this is. It's a fucking floodgate. Oh, I keep forgetting. I remember, like, every time it hits the field, but not before it hits the field. That's gonna be an issue, surprisingly. Also, that is just the game. Like, the Maiden is not the crucial thing at this point, but that's an annoyance. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Come on, show me this. Ah, this ain't good. They got another Synchro, they can do the double... Yeah, they just have everything. I could Dark Ruler my way out of this, which is a 1 in 43 chance. Exactly, there is not anything less that does this. But I guess we'll roll the bones on the 1 in 43 chance, right? Well, I could have stopped the Synchro, like the double Synchro play, if I just used Magma. However, they were still getting to Magia. And I don't think Lopta's gonna beat Magia. Yep. And that gets a Tuna back. What, are you going again? I guess, yeah, why not? It's not once per turn, so you go again, you make a third one, summon Crimson Dragon again, and you just let it sit until my turn and make another dragon. Yeah. Tribute, spec. No. You're just gonna wait. Also, they're not summoning Magia this turn. Anyway, Dark Rule. That doesn't look like Dark Ruler to me. I'm not gonna bother. There literally is not a way to play through that. I've got two Bestials which don't work because I can't negate the effects of the 12 in the center monster zone. Lopta is just gonna get negated. Castor Ogre is not big enough to threaten anything. It wasn't bad, but they drew a pretty fucking good hand by comparison. Like, I don't think I had a great moment to Bestial for the whole game. No response. Love to see it, right? I definitely come here to not play Yugioh. That's why it's my session 165 of not playing, or session 164 of not playing Yugioh. That's what this is. Masochist challenge. How many times do I actually have to play the game? It's a different phrasing of it, but it is kind of accurate. I'd say best Labyrinth impression, but on the other hand, it's not an impression. That is just, best card first. Floodgate first. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Alright, attempt to summon. It's unfortunate. I've got a direct attack for 25, and I've got a monster negate against the trap heavy deck. Now, Valor's on the field, which means it's just kind of stuck there until it gets removed. You did that in battle phase. Of course you'd do it in battle phase and not in main phase. Do you know what my hand is or something? It's really frustrating. Can't do anything about that. It's not main for. I mean, I could have normal summoned the Mirage Dragons as like a threat, but they probably wouldn't have fell for it, I don't think, honestly. Yeah, if you can just stop like the one play I have, then of course you're gonna do it. I don't really want to do that, you know? I don't really want to sit through the rest of that. I don't think Labyrinth's an uninteresting deck. I just don't want to be steamrolled that badly because, like, damn, I need back row removal against this deck or I lose. And, yeah, you fucking bet. We lose. We out here losing duels. And coin tosses left, right, and centre. I don't think the hand gets much better. Not a big fan of Lab in Masochist challenge. Like, yeah. It's just, like, I can't do things against it. This is also not a hand that does things, but there's a chance I draw something that makes it playable or activate a monster effect. Oh, but also, like, to be used in a Masochist challenge? Is that what you mean? Also, I think we do just lose here, but we'll see. We've got a top deck, we've still got Chalice and Talents, so maybe we can do something with that. The actual monsters in hand are kind of null at this point. We've got an equal number of, Valor and Lopter to, I think, pretty much every other generator name. And of course we would draw the other generator names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we've got one more Lopter than the other ones. I'll pick up on that. So we have a statistically better chance of opening Lopter or Valor than the other names. But of course, they're all in the deck. You put the cards in the deck, you're gonna draw them sometimes, you know? It happens. And it annoys me. I only want to draw the good cards. The hands just ascend from being bricks to being houses, you know? And then depending on if it's, you know, you have either like a shack, if it's just two of them, you have a house, you have a mansion, or you have a fortress. And then if it's like a full hand, if it's a 6-card hand and you brick, I think you have a city at that point. I think that's the scaling of brick hands, right? That makes sense to me. This is more of a brick wall. No, I think a brick wall has to be like... Because the thing is, you call a singular card a brick, right? And so, you know, it's got to just ascend from there. And what's the point of going about, now I've got 2 bricks? Like, no, you got to be dramatic with it. So it's got to go from brick to, like, I don't know, outhouse? Outhouse shack? And then, you know... And then you just go one up from that. If you said, like, outhouse, then maybe a shack, and then maybe a house, and then maybe a, you know, castle or something. I don't know. Because it keeps you from playing the damn game. You bet it does. There's a chance we draw Valor. There's a chance we draw... There's, I guess, Valor, Lopter... I think some of the removal stuff might be okay. Oh yeah, 7th Tachyon. We can get 7th Tachyon. Raigeki doesn't do it. It'll technically trigger a whole load of effects for them, which is good, but that's about all it does. And in terms of the other monsters, I guess Fenrir is a pretty good draw, but it's not gonna solo. Ogre definitely isn't going solo. Bruli is late. Condemned Witch is an okay draw. And I guess Pathfinder is pretty good. Like, the Pathfinder or the boss stage is also decent. Like, we got a few things that are neat. That Masquerena is going to make an SP. However, that Masquerena making an SP is a main phase thing. Does the boss stage even survive? I think it does. I'm not sure, because the thing is, SP... If they manage to SP out the boss stage, but only on summon, not after beats. As for the rest of their cards, I don't actually know. I know they have, like, technically 5, I think it's monster negates with the trap card, because their goal is to summon, hold on, I think they just sent him to the grave. Tekutlika? Yeah, Combined Creation. I guess just call it Combined Creation, but yeah. Their goal is Combined Creation, and I'm 90% certain that the related card is Monster Negates. Monster effect on the field. So it's about the remainder of their cards. I know they're going to have an SP, because that's what the IP's there for. But I don't know other than Combined Creation. I guess if you set the fusion... If they're going to set the fusion, that could hurt, like, pretty badly. But of course, that's assuming I get a playable card. There are plenty of cards that don't keep me playing the game, or don't keep me in this, you know? Like, the Bestials are neat, but they're not game-winning, or even something that helps me have staying power. The Mementos are different attributes, aren't they? Oh, actually, they're a majority light dark. So, sure, the Bestials technically help, but I would probably need, like, Magnum into another one. And, you know, that counts on them not having Ash in hand. Or Imperm, for that matter. Or any number of other things, really. Like, I think I can get tactics to resolve, but tactics to take is not as good in this situation. Like, I don't have an effective link one, and I think just making a link 2 to out the monster doesn't work because they just summon it back, right? And or grave, so yeah, that it just outs that. I mean, I could get this, but I think they can just summon it back, right? How does the fusion spell work? Extra deck, okay. But you could also shuffle mementos and grave, yeah. It's a puzzle I'm increasingly disliking, where my preferred solution is timer. Which does not make for an exciting or interesting gameplay. But, you know, you could give me, like, a little present, absolutely. You gave me a Royal Red to open a pack with, like, 6 old cards, and the new card was a dupe. Never mind. Okay, so they've got Fusion Bone Party, and you got to assume the rest of the hand is hand traps. Like, see, yeah, this is the thing. This is a cool draw, but assorted board presence. Are you a thing? No. Alright. Yep. As is expected, they have a 4-card hand. You gotta reckon it's gotta have some hand traps. Right. So, I can tactics take, draw 2, or look at their hand. It's never look at their hand. It's about whether it's draw 2 or take. There's nothing about you can only... There is a play. However, it is vulnerable as ever to disruption. I don't need to target. I'm not sure if they know. They don't. I want your boss monster. Just for a minute. You see, now they're thinking it over. And granted, they have, like, at least 2 ways to out him, which means they do it. But maybe they don't realize. I guess, yeah, that will do. Just do it. No, I'm not going to let you do that one. I am going to let you do that one. I forgot about the goblin. Damn it! That is a little unfortunate. Although that hand just really wasn't doing it. Yeah, the take was the monster there, because if I only control their attack position, combined creation, then I get to attack everything they control, once each. The Masquerena only has 800. I was expecting to use the chalice on that to make it 12. Which means I could deal, what, like 5, 8, and clear the board of everything except combined creation. Which is not how it ended up playing out. But, you know, it is what it is. Ah, you see, you think I'm going to summon. Let's take a look at your deck. Troll, Droplet, Call, Dora. Oh, I know what you're on. You are having Droll and Lockbird for turn. Let's have a look at that hand of yours, shall we? Fuck me. Okay, yeah, let's have a look at that hand of yours. What the fuck do I do with this? I was expecting they'd have, like, one thing. They've got everything. Normal summoned, so... But this just gets it, right? Add level 4, special, normal, you can target what... Okay, so I definitely... It's not Fadra. It's either Kaiman or Pydra. Kaiman just gets Pydra. And what's your... You can set a Sangan spell trap, but this is a quick play. I'm gonna get rid of the quick play. This will get the Ash Blossom. Which sucks, but it gets the Ash Blossom. Like, I know they have it, they're just gonna trade it. Yeah, there you go. We do still have Compulse, which is solid. I just don't know how solid. This is going to be fucking rough. Also, I changed their top deck. I should have Towns first. It's no longer Droll and Lockbird. Normal special summon, you can set a Sanguine spell trap. I think we just wait. Please choose your spell trap, sir. And because the field spell is not a quick effect, let's just not let you get to the battle phase with this. I mean, those are all pretty bad to see. Magnemite, at the very least, is limited. You are just present, so let's get rid of the Magnemite, it's limited. They don't get an extra normal summon. So... like, they have Rota online? Oh, wait. Ah, fuck. You see, this is a moment when Perulia would be fantastic, but, balls. They do just kill, right? Like, there is not a chance that we live this. From deck, yeah. And the thing is, because they're all limited, there's no chance that I can hit any of these things, right? Okay, you're not. Oh, because you're all limited. Exactly 2 cards, 3 cards. Great. Oh, but that's it. Since when do you have Perulia? Oh, I got this thing, like, ages ago. We just don't draw it. Well, they gave up. That is literally the best outcome it could have been. Yay? I honestly thought Tenpai had been hit more. I don't know. I just thought it had more hits to it. I'm gonna get fed up with this card real soon, aren't I? As if, like, I don't already dislike seeing it. A win is a win, true. And it's Tenpai, which means the ethics of it are thrown out the window. Because, like, here's the thing, Tenpai feels very Unga in a way that certain other, like, Go Second decks do not. 2 new cards. 3 new cards. Okay, so we've got Junkariwa, which is effect damage. We've got Odd Eyes Dissolver, which is a good card, because it's just a fusion spell in the Pendulum Scale. And it summons itself from the hand, and is then a polymerization on field. It is an Odd Eyes monster, so that is actually pretty solid. Firestorm's over Atlantis. Discard a water, tie it 1, destroy it. Destroy a fire, draw 1. I mean, that's pretty good. I don't know what we have related to Fire Kings or Atlanteans. I think our Fire King pulls are probably better overall, but I would not be able to tell you at a glance. Let's check that after, just as something. But yeah, in a way that other decks don't quite match the same energy, Tenpai feels very Unga Bunga. Like, it just chucks in every board breaker under the sun because there's like no restrictions or anything, and then you just, you know, you just kind of do it, right? You just summon the monster that does the thing because, like, they're nearly all starters, right? Like, they nearly all get you the same kind of thing. I mean, more copies is more copies, I guess. Right. So yeah, we were going to check the deck. Let's just, You don't have related cards, which doesn't make sense. Okay, we got little Fire Kings. We don't have big Fire Kings, which means that that objectively sucks. Discard a water to destroy a card is probably good, with just enough complexity for protection. Yeah. The thing is, like, I say that also because it's just like, it's just removal spells, right? You don't need to care if your opponent has a board, you just need to be able to break it. Which means, like, Droplets, Darkhold, Raigeki, not evenly matched. What else have you got? Like, Lightning Storms. Obligatory Harpy's Feather Duster. And all that jazz. Then the rest of it was like, okay, 3 copies of, like, every Tenpai card, really. Like, that's not optimal, but you just could, right? And then whatever space left over is just hand traps, just because you can. And you just go second, because the majority of the time people want to go first in this game. So you're going to get the coin toss 90% of the time your way. And then if you do have to go first, you're just using, like, the non-engine you put in to stop them, I guess. Ash check failed. Because you see, that's the real threat. Outstanding. I'm gonna get Lopter. Might be the wrong move, but we'll find out. Anyway, take a different going second deck. Take something like Ancient Gear, Super Heavy Samurai, you know, any of those. Not only do they just have a blanket protection during the main phase, you know, they, like, or Ancient Gear does, but they gotta jump through a couple hoops to get to it. Like, there's genuine interaction you can do. Yeah, okay, you can choose Lopter or Fenrir, and you chose Lopter, so you probably just have another one for the Fenrir. Yep, there's the other one for the Fenrir. Right, I'm just going to tribute off the token, because it gives me a space, which means I can draw a swarm if they put something in the grave. I think this is okay. Like, not great, but I think it's fine, right? No, I'm not going to try and do that. So you can XZ summon. But, like, your other two cards in hand don't appear to be doing anything at the moment, otherwise you would have used them. Nope, never mind. Speak too soon. You already normal summon without tributing, that was that one. Yeah, sure. Look at my hand. It's two generators and a Druid Swarm. I'm not going to use the Druid Swarm, you're playing, you know, K9. Either that, or I'll use it on my next turn. Depending. Add a K9 spell trap from deck to hand. Damn it. What are you going to do with the spell trap? You have this one. What do you add? Force release. That makes a lot of sense. So they can attack over Lopter, then they can pop the Fenrir or the Field Spell. Field Spell doesn't do anything during my turn anyway. If I Druis, that plays into what they want. I guess I should have gone with Ha, but it feels just like pretty awful to just get the negate sometimes, you know? And just like, okay, well I don't have follow-up now. I'm just hoping that sticking Ha once will do it. And the thing is, Ha wouldn't have been great anyway, because it just, like, eats an imperm, but then the other one just hits Fenrir anyway, so they accomplish the same thing. The only thing I maintain is, like, the hand effect. Oh, right, you got a special. Of course you do. I have a feeling they might, now, controversial, just have enough to break through this. Fenrir, no, you can stop activating. You got a 3-card hand, you've got another Xyz monster, you've got the ability to make a rank 9 Xyz monster as well. And apparently you've got others in hand as well. Also, as a deck that's, you know, opposed to your opponent activating cards in the hand or grave, it really sucks that they all pretty much activate in hand or grave, right? Can we agree on a theming thing? Unless that's kind of like, you know, just a representation of real life. That's the undertones of the society we live in. Good news is they have to make something to beat the Fenrir or use the spell they have in hand. Bad news is, my board is being broken. There is not much I can do about it. And Jerusalem now isn't doing anything. And yeah, there was no real way to know that in the draw phase, surprise, surprise. Maybe Ha would have done something? I don't think Ha would have. Not much, anyway. Open the window a little get a breeze. Now the Umbral Horror line. So that's stuff in Master Duel. They pop locked it. Do you not care about boss stage? It just sucks. What can I say? I don't get to do any of the things today, apparently. I don't win enough coin tosses to go first reliably enough for the go first hands. And the go in second ones just have not had anything. Some of the go in first ones haven't had anything, to be fair. Set one card pass is not it. Once again, some hands just aren't it. Your move. We got Destrudo should we get a normal summon. We've got a Generator should we draw Valor. We've got Dark Ruler should they actually put up a board. But we then don't have anything to do after we do the Dark Ruler. Needs to be destroyed or put in the Pendulum Zone. This makes me think Sidra. Because it is just a column negate, it's level 5 light machine, it's under 500. It makes me think Sidra. A lot. Although, if it is Sidra, they now control the monster, so they'd have to tribute some over it, or have one of the small ones in hand. That is a choice. Okay. Normal summon. Activate effect. Tribute. Ash. Love to see it. Top 5, please. You supposedly don't have anything in hand. BESK9. Just take out the big ones. Let's take out the ones that just matter. I don't think I attack their monster. I think I just leave it, because the other BES stuff, like, wants to control no cards to summon. And you've now summoned it to a column that is not stopping me from doing things. 2 face downs, 3 cards, yeah, it's not very aggressive, whatever they can do. Feels a lot more defensive. Okay, I guess I do have to kill it at some point. Let's try it. Two. Zuna. Azuna. Oh, fucking damn it. I'm getting rid of the Azuna, right? There's no way I'm caring about the BES that they're about to draw. Yep, you can put it in this one. I'll put it in the safest zone, except for this, apparently. Anyway, main 2. If I really want to turn him back on, I have Cosmic, but at the moment I don't know what the other 2 back row are, so we'll leave it. I can slowly whittle away the important parts of their deck. That is the current theory. Except now I can't, I guess. Oh. Alright. That's not what I was expecting. Fiendish Chain. Well, we go battle phase. We don't declare the effect because it's not going to resolve anyway, thanks to this. Main 2. I just don't want them to get started on canine things, but on the other hand, I can't affect their top deck now. I don't think I can check the logs for it, right? Unless it was public knowledge. Oh wait, yeah, it's public knowledge, right. So I banished the Azuna, which means they should be on Ash Blossom now, or Power Bomb. I think they're on the Ash Blossom now. Planet Pathfinder. Could just win me the game. Right. Yazi can't be targeted. Alright, I'm confused. I am very confused. Why did that work? You drew into a BES. If you control no monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributing. Can't be destroyed by battle. It dies if it doesn't have any counters. But that's still a guy. Like, did your spell traps not help you out for just, like, a guy? Also, why are you playing, like, a genuine Sidra portion in this? Like, the way you play BES is to an extent, like, pure, right? Or am I just, like, getting that completely wrong? I haven't played BES, so I can just be wrong. I can play BES and still be wrong. I'll still tell you that the best way to play Arctic is just gas. All combo. All draw power. Droll the Knockbird isn't real. That is a DDD card. It is a good DDD card. But I don't think we have enough other things to make it work. You're generic, aren't you? 3 or more level 10s are in field, graveyard, and or banishment. Special. That is a steep requirement. Necroface. Neat. I don't think I have any banish strategies, but that is kind of neat. Troll can't hurt you if you just summon instead of searching. Yeah, but the point being that, like, the only reason Arctic is mildly good is they've got to draw 7. Signing deal. Ooh, Wall Shadow. That's pretty cool. Like, that actually helps out with the Gate Guardian stuff. Heartbeat is removal, right? It is spell trap removal, but it's kind of expensive. I don't think we have the high rank Pearlies. So, impactful couple of packs, as you would say. Because that's definitely what those were. Let's just give a quick check to the Gate Guardian stuff. It is pretty bad as an archetype goes. But that means we have 2 tank, 1 Wall Shadow. We're still lacking, yeah, it's not really worth it. We don't have Suijin. And that means that we can't get Wind and Water. It also means we can't make Combined. And we don't have a Search for the Field spell. We have far more copies of the bricks, which are hard bricks, because we can't really get them out on the field easy. That's the field spell's job. Or tank's job. But again, the pieces we have outnumber the things to get. We're going first, but their choice. Strange. It's almost like it's a trap. It does get me a rank 9 of Compulse, though, or not Compulse, and a... And a what? MST. There we go. Found the word. Or found the card, rather. It could be. But if it was, I would expect to be stopped. We're going to go Monster Negate, we're going to go MST, and we're going to go Snatch Steal. Hope that that is enough. Now, they are probably playing a good chunk of board breaking. So they just haven't drawn any. Side draw. And I put my monster in the EMZ. Like a dingus. Well, I kind of actually have to crack down that now. Did you draw a second side draw? You can just use my field anyway. Either field. Yeah, alright. My mistake. The good thing is I can stop the continuous spell. Cyberdark Realm will not do anything. I don't know how much that hurts them. Cyber Jormungandr. Well, I don't control a monster anymore. And absolutely not. It's something I can stop, so I shall. Oops. Now, granted, the Realm is a 3-of, so they can definitely get more copies next turns. I guess I've learnt my lesson. I'd also guess that they just won't let me try again. All I needed to do was put him in the main monster zone, and I would have maintained a monster. Okay. It's 2100 defense, though. You're not Cyber Dragon, but you two are Cyber Dragon. And that's Cyber Dragon. And that's Polymerization. I mean, I definitely made it worse for myself. How I suppose... I mean... I guess I should be playing around the EMZ. I didn't even have the fields. Yeah, I just made an objectively wrong decision for going first. If I had the field spell, there is an argument that, like, okay, I give myself some more room. So I can sort of, like, more tokens, more monsters, but, yeah, I didn't get that. I got it now, when I'm going second. I mean, the other hand was a good going first hand, but, like, you know, this is also a decent going first hand. I could have had this at some other point today. It would have been real nice. Add one resonator, go for it. Because you control no monsters, summon. And that's fine. That's a condition, so... Right, that's fine. That was the normal summon. I guess I just impulse this, right? What if you can't get your non-tuner on the field? The thing is, it is a 3, so it would have been okay. But I like this a lot more. 300. I kind of have to summon Lopter if I want to go in on beats. So I think I summon Lopter, and I think I go in on beats. They might not be cooking. Ash Blossom! Okay, that's fine. I could put that in the grave. But I don't have a link. I don't have a Synchro 9. I have a Link 2. I have a couple Link 2s. What do you... if normal, special summoned. Right, so you don't actually have a way to get started right now. So if I just play really aggressively and look at a card from your hand and put it into the deck... That is what I chose, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna have to be fine, but it is actually fine, you know? I guess I put Synchro Rumble back into the deck. Nah, I probably do put the triple tack. Anyway. You don't have... Oh, right. End phase. Synchro Rumble is like a normal spell, I think. And they can't quick Synchro, so I still go Valor. And Valor get Lopter. And I still have a Bolt Rake as well. So, Lopter... Token... 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 Alright, they get the first action, which means they can Synchro Summon, but like, eh. I think I'm genuinely okay with that. Send a normal trap, okay. There's Red Rising. Pray tell, what the normal trap? Now I can get Ha. When Synchro Summoned. Wait, so... Did it miss time? No, it hasn't missed timing. During your main phase, except the turn, this was into the graveyard, you can banish this. So, yeah, I guess, sure, we'll just get Ha. Yeah, they're not using it. I probably should have gone with Nidhogg, but eh. No? Now you're down to no tuners? But yeah, I know you have that. It can't be that difficult, just, yeah, target the 2 anyway. Get rid of that. Now you've got a Mysterious card in hand. You haven't used your Synchro, and I've got to banish for a Synchro Summon. Yeah. Nice and easy. We apparently made the right call of just stop them from getting a non-tuner on the board. It is very much just resonators. There is a smattering of Centurion. Nice game. I mean, yeah, I'll take that. I think we actually made, like... There was an option that we don't use it there and we wait for, like, the synchro to hit the board, but if you just stop them from getting started, that means there aren't any grave effects active. Okay, we got a couple new cards. We got Scrounging Goblin. It's a weird rotor. Or hand theft, but, you know, it will just be a weird rotor. That's terrible. I genuinely didn't know this was a card. I knew this was a thing. I think I've seen, with the exception of this card, maybe. Yeah, with the exception of this card and this one, I have seen every card in this pack, but you couldn't convince me that this was a real thing. The other thing, like the Spirit, the Dengu Spirit, you could convince me that's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Real Legacy pulls, yeah. That's one way of putting it. Proper Legacy pack opening. What are these cards? What does this do? I know we're in the Master Pack now, and it's Plant Support, it's Arrow Mage. But the old Arrow Mages don't really have, like, easy ways of getting themselves on the field. That is a... No, it is an Archmage card. It has Doomsday on it, but it is an Archmage card. And that's Madolche. Croissant. It looks so cute. Once per turn, target Madolche. Return to that hand if you do increase the level by 1, the attack by 300. So it is a 4 that can become an 1800, and 4s are key for the Madolche strat. I don't really know how to play Madolche. I think we have a good amount of the cards at this point. Maybe we could build a deck. The random cute Yu-Gi-Oh archetype. It's not random. They do it every so often. Like, it seems probably pretty deliberate. I mean, you've got, like, you know, Yummy. Yummy are pretty cute. I don't think they're particularly, like, easy to go against, but they are kind of cute. This is a decent ninja if we don't already have other copies of it. If in hand, target an Xyz oh, an Xyz on the field. So it is an anti-Xyz card, as well as something that helps make an Xyz. That's not bad, but I don't think it's something we can really make use of. It's a weird extender is probably the best way of putting it, because you're not really relying on your opponent to make an Xyz monster. We are out of K9 more often than not, you know? It's still here, I'm still annoyed by it, but it's just not as common. Now we lost the coin toss. It is fine. It happens sometimes. Sometimes we win when that happens. I was hoping to have a little bit better luck considering today is the last day. Man, this really is a going first hand, isn't it? You wouldn't just pass and, like, break for me, would you? Just as a favour. It's not going to matter to you anyway. Alright. I didn't expect the request to go through, but they heard my gentle pleas. Fenrir. Maxi. No. Okay. And Ember. Do you want me to summon, or do you not want me to summon? Right, 7th Tachyon. Reveal Ragnarsira. Ash Blossom. I'm tempted to normal summon the fucking Assault Synchron to just get in for damage, but I don't think I will. Last card, Cartoon Synchro. They didn't Synchro Summon. Yeah. I mean, I can kill it. And they've used their whole hand. My hand begins next turn. So I'm happy with this. Like, I wasn't ever going to OTK them. This was always the plan. It just makes it easier now they've got themselves down to 2 cards. Right. Now you have to choose. Do you have another Ash Blossom? Do you want to spend it? You do? Yeah, go ahead. I will do Fenrir Control. Fenrir in a Dream. You've got 1 card in hand. There's no way your 1 card does it. Precisely. Yeah, we'll attempt to add a Kashtira from deck to hand. Give me an Ogre. That works. Neat. Battle phase, 24. It really is the top deck. Anyway. Are you gonna let me get started on my generator plays or not? This is the 3rd starter card that I've had. Do you have, like, a 3rd Ash Blossom? No, you don't. Shame. What if we... I am just gonna get Ha. They've got 2 cards in hand. I've got Monster Negate, and I've got a Banish for a card. So we just get Ha. The other card in hand, we know, does nothing. They haven't used it 2 turns in a row. Also, I've learned from my mistake of getting, like, you know, double imperm. Sure. Yeah, there we go. Good. Do not care for your gameplay. Get out of here. Don't need to look at the deck list. It's cool tune. We've already seen it time and again. Win's a win. And a win means 2 packs. This is not going to be a good stream for a win-loss record, but is what is. Say that. Another Pendulum back. Gear Changer, Shino 3rd card. That is a normal summon, which is a Floodgate, but it's pretty damn bad. Underclock Taker, that is a generic Link 2. Like, this is fine. It's not the pull of the century or anything, it makes it slightly easier to OTK. But only slightly, considering that we still got to get the bodies on the field to convert. So, not a terrible one. Doesn't really offset the rest of the pack being nothing, if I'm completely honest. But what about the second pack? That could offset things, couldn't it? Like, we got a Karatori that we already have. The ever-present phrase that we already have. Just, you know. You see, now that's a card. We have a Dogmatica Punishment. I think we only have the 1 Dogmatica Punishment, but we do have a Dogmatica Punishment. Let me just check and prove. If, you know, big if true, big... Yeah, we aren't playing it in this deck because we were actually going into the extra deck. But we do have a punishment. We also have a couple of rituals. We have the ritual spell. So Ecclesia's a decent card. I don't really know. Let's see. If normal summon to search extra deck log until for the rest of this turn. So it works as the normal summon in generator if we don't get anything else. But then the question is, what do you add? Because it's pretty much always going to be punishment. So let's say you've already got punishment. I don't think there's anything. Add to your handle special summon a form of Alabaster. Great, that one's not worth it. Not worth it equally, and that's a ritual summon. Like, Ashion is decent, you can recycle punishment with it. Nexus is fine. Theo is usable. It wouldn't let me get a rank 4. It would let me get Theo. It would let me get the components of a rank 4, but it wouldn't not let me get a rank 4. I don't know, maybe it goes in the stun deck, maybe it doesn't. Yeah, I was hoping that today would be a little bit easier, and maybe we could just shimmy our way up to Diamond, but of course, no such luck, which is fair. We are going second. The opponent is attempting to inflict psychic damage with their name. And once again, a very go first hand. But there is always the chance they break, or that whatever they do does not remove everything we do. There are multiple options for this. Clee. Ignite. Are we about to see some bullshit? Because we could be. You got 2 ignites, that's your pendulums. Oh, wait. Fire Warrior. Hold on. Battling Boxer. That is not what I had in mind when I was going to say some bullshit. The thing is, any 2 ignites is like full combo for any number of fire decks, right? Or any number of like fire warrior decks. Most often, like, you think Infernova bullshit, because they just add any fire warrior, and so you've got a few 1 cards that you can get from it, basically. It is infamous for being able to do things like that. You know, you just make a Zold and go from there. Speaking of, there's a Zold. I guess we could be about to see some bullshit. The battling boxes threw me off. But we might be here for some time. Or else they mess it up horribly. I'm really struggling with word pronunciation today, apparently. Oh, you're actually putting ignites, or... Well, you wouldn't send an ignite to the grave. The battling boxes were bait, indeed. The bait and switch hitter. 4. Yeah, we're about to see some shenanigans. Oh. The real bullshit is yet to come. Don't you know it? Have you had the joy of watching it? Because if you haven't yet, you do now. For those of you watching on YouTube, you can do a neat little thing called, like, increase play speed, or skip. For those of you struggling with me on Twitch, thanks. I guess for those of you who are watching on Twitch after the fact, you can also skip. Or fast forward. I think Twitch has a speed up function. I think the real question is how much can they get through before timer. But if you're playing a deck like this, I reckon you know the lines. Because if you don't, that's just stupid. Like, why would you try this kind of thing if you don't know what you're doing with it? I'd love to talk about something real interesting, but I don't have anything that I haven't really already mentioned. I guess one of the guys left work. But at the same time, like, that was a long time coming. It was only going to be, like, another 6 weeks tops before actual retirement. Like, he had a date for it and everything. So he's quit out a little bit early, but that's fine. No one's particularly stressed about it. I picked up a customer's car yesterday, I guess. That was, what was it? How far was that? Deadwood kind of area. And you just made a fucking Yang Zing? I just made a Yang Zing of their warrior combo pile deck. Is that normal? Do your warriors normally turn into, Chinese figurehead dragons? If that is normal, please continue. I don't know, there's something about it. But yeah, I went to Bedwood to pick up the customer's car, take it back to work, leave them with a courtesy car. And they were a little disorganized, but, you know, seemed friendly enough, happy enough spirits. And I was looking at the car and thinking, it's a 61 reg. There have been a lot of cars lately that we've written off instead of repairing around that kind of age. And I was kind of hoping that it didn't get written off. And, what was it? A couple of parts came through for it today, so I guess we're actually repairing it, which makes me, like, small happy. Like, no particular reason, it's just, you know, it's neat. That person still has a car, it will get fixed and returned to them. Instead of them having to worry about trying to find a new one. It's the small things. It doesn't really happen that often at work. Synchro 9 for the power tool Great Hook. I am going to see some genuine bullshit. You get to equip 3 equip spells from deck, is it? Or from grave? One, which, like, you get 3 equip spells, it's grave. So it's the life, but yeah, you only have space for 2. Haven't used the other monster, or the other effect of it, have they? Now you're doing zoo stuff. There's a Trident. And you got a rank 6 on top of that. That is certainly something. It's Bokamoon. Is that on your YouTube? No, it's just kind of like a little for fun thing with a friend on Discord. And I have no idea if they'd like consent to being recorded or not. And besides, I do like keeping it as like a little for fun thing. If I started putting it on YouTube, I'd probably tend to I'd probably be like, but now I have to try and do good, you know? I need to get this win. And I am not cut out for competitive. I can say that. First spell. Target an effect monster when a monster effect is activated. So 7th Tachyon will get negated. That's just gonna happen, because that's a mandatory thing from the Angelic. Now, hopefully the time I've thought into that, you know, this doesn't matter. I'm just reading through. I'm just double checking, because, like, you know, reading, well, None of you guys have graveyard effects that protect Fire Warriors for some reason. Right, Geki? Huh? Huh? Yeah? Perfect. They do get some stuff, but yeah, like I think that's about as good as it could have gone. They do get that one face down. They haven't lost everything, but they basically have. Which means we can condemn Twitch, search for a chalice. We can't beat this thing. They can get that one back. So all that for one mandatory negate. They had a Booker Moon. They had a couple of monster negates. And then they had the mandatory spell negate as well. So like, it wasn't a bad board. It's just blank the spell, board wipe spell will do it. And I'm okay with that. Now the dragon, I believe that only sends like special summon monsters to the grave on flip. It sends one card to the grave. So I can chalice that, and I can loss wind the other thing. In fact, we will chalice. And I guess while they don't have the monster negate on the field, we'll do this now. And we'll get ourselves Lopter in defense position. Now it can beat Lopter, but, you know, we wait. If they want to go to battle, they can. Action equip special, okay. Let you do that. That one is not a tuna monster. Okay. Yeah, we let that go. I think we just kind of like hold. We just wait until like the actual end of the main phase. How do you do? Okay, that's fine. And yeah, you equip it to the big boy. We wait. We wait. Are you a tuner? No, you're not a tuner. Okay. That is the last card in their hand. I guess they can make a link to. That's probably the play for them, right? And just link 3. Trisbana. I know what you do, and so I'm a little scared. Right. So, 1. Tribute itself. They can attempt to negate. It's more important to clear this than the Trisbana. But we can also trigger the boss stage. They are turn player, they will have priority, so the Trisbana will go first. Boss stage will trigger, we'll get a summon. That gets negated. We get a summon. We're going to get Valor. And do you summon to a Trisbane or something? You do. Right, so Trisbane 1. Tokens 2. Summon 3. I guess I probably actually should have done the field spell second as well. But it's fine. So that gets from deck, which is where we get Ha from. And then this is also where we get Lotta from again, which means they can't hit over anything. We get 2 tokens, but the tokens don't matter. And yeah, okay, you can banish 1 token, which is fine. Solid. All we had to do was draw, like, a spell plus Raigeki. That's all that was needed. Either that... Well, no, a spell plus Dark Ruler wouldn't have done it. That's the thing. But yeah, like, in terms of a deck, I'm a little surprised it doesn't do other things. But, yeah, I'm genuinely happy with how we played that. Because the thing is, if you take a look, that's 16 cards. You just need to draw 2. You need to just draw any 2. That they could be playing, like, extras. They could still be playing, like, another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they could be playing another 5 to increase the consistency further. And I guess they are playing, like, these 2, which work. Although, again, you could be on an extra Summoner's Art and an extra Unexpected die. I expect this comes into, like, redundancy questions, though. Like, how many copies of a card do you need in the deck? Like, and how many can you cut before you start losing consistency? It's something, if I knew better, like, how to use that kind of tool, I would play around with it. But, if you haven't seen it, there's a video on, like, the Yugioh org channel, where they kind of, like, they updated the hypergeometric calculator they use for, like, your Yugioh hands and everything. And if you use it right, it lets you know some interesting things. Okay, so Magic Spectre card we don't have, which we wouldn't play. Negate. It is a negate, but we don't have a deck that makes use of it. This is a very good Nimble card. Like, that's genuinely good. I feel like this is an FTK piece, exclusively, and it's so difficult to use. And then Zoa's just neat. It's a normal monster, you know? It's cool. Old stuff. Right, we get 2 packs. Like, actually, it shouldn't take 2 seconds to find a video. Let me just link it. If anyone's curious, Yugioh organization. Let's the channel videos. I just want to copy the link, and then I can put it in the chat. That is a yeah, that is the link to their, like, geometric calculator thingamajig that they updated. It's more specifically aimed at, like, trying to... that would have been a really cool royal. It's more specifically aimed at trying to, like, work out what's the percentage chance of combos rather than specific cards. It still does specific cards, like opening hands, but it's more like you can work out, okay, this is the 1 card combos, this is the cards that, like, if I start with this and this is combo, and so on. That's a nice card to have another one of. If a card, yeah, it has a self-summoning condition, so that's cool. And you can destroy a dinosaur monster in your hand or field, then special summon dinosaur normal. It is a tuner. So yeah, it really is, that is a good one to pull multiples of. Stormforth also is a very good card to pull multiples of. But yeah, what I'm wondering is that duel that we just had, that deck list at the end, because we worked out you can add like another 7 cards to it, all told, that would technically increase consistency. Now there's a chance that according to that, it doesn't increase consistency, but I wouldn't know, because I don't use it too well. I don't think we have enough waters to make use of Mega Mobius. Recently tried building more decks myself, and I'm horrible at the right ratios. Well, some of it is just playtesting. Some ratios are going to feel weird until you just like try them out and play games with them. The other bit you can do is, yeah, you can use like these calculators. You can try and see what you want to do. One more win to Plat 2. Not that it matters, simply because we're not going to get another 8 wins before the end of the stream. Not unless literally, like, we load up into 8 duels and everyone surrenders. So, we're just dueling for wins at this point. And if this duel is a loss, it doesn't matter too much in the scale of things. Oh, come on, we won the coin toss connect. Yes. I mean, I guess, yeah, it's a hand. It's got 2 mods, negates, and a Fenrir. What more do you want? And we're against a 42 card deck. Oh yeah, by the way, I should say that, like, as much as my deck is 48 cards, that is not according to any, like, calculations or combo guide or anything. My deck is 48 cards because I'm horrible at cutting cards. But all these things come up. What if I need these? You see my Destrudo, it's a key synchro tool. I think I am at the point where the cards are individually good. I'll say that. Like, one of the weaker cards in the deck is probably... yeah, kind of sucks, but oh well. Oh wow. Ain't that a kick in the head. Well, Special Unicorn then. See how well that goes. I dare you to use the effect. Absolute dingus. But then again, it's Maso. Yeah. No, I'm not going to try and resolve Fenrir. There's no point. It plays into tactics. When normal summoned. Absolutely not. I'm going to put you on better habit because you've negated Fenrir. Success. Good job. Geki. That is not a card for right now. It is a card for if I'm coming behind in things, but, you know. Speedroids, what are they doing here? Speedroids going second don't stand a lot of a chance. Going first, yeah, they're kind of crazy, but going second, not really. Do I banish anything? Do I banish this? I think I do, actually. Let's just banish you. Field spell's already done its job, so direct attack. Keeps them off of resources. Fenrir and a Dream. Which is probably not enough, but it's something. It's something until we draw into a card that is enough. But, I mean, that does get you Unicorn back. And Unicorn will just beat the Fenrir in battle. So, there's that. Why did you do that? Like, on a genuine serious note, why did you do that unless the set card is imperm? You might be stupid. They might be stupid, guys. Coming from me, by the way. You don't have anything banished. I definitely don't have anything banished. So, let's just summon him. Just put him on the field. And let's go battle phase. Let's attack here. Nice. We're just gonna do it. Just on the off chance. Yeah, that was like a really stupid time to negate, but like, you go for it. Because you can't get back the face down banish card. Sometimes you win because the opponent loses. Yeah, I think they are very much firing at like the first thing they can. I could summon Destrudo next turn, but there's not much of a point. It would just get me to a 10. And frankly, Fenrir is better than my 10. Right, what else could I summon? Anything? Nidhogg. That is not a card I can summon. However, does it even matter? The answer is no. No, it doesn't. Well, for what it's worth, we rank up. We made a flat 2. Neat. It's an extra 100 gems, I guess, so that's cool. That helps out. Yeah, I mean, they really just threw that as hard as they possibly could. Flat 2 is pretty good. Like, there's plenty of times where, yeah, it's just been plat 5. Granted, some of that's been, like, the Dex and a rank up pack. I'm not doing that. I'm just doing, like, you know, if it's plat 2. I'm in a better position than Joe is, so I have the option to take a few liberties and keep it, like, slightly more baseline. Like, you see the amount of packs I could open that are, like, free pulls, right? I haven't done those. The only time I've possibly done those, like, free pulls is if I've got a Royal Rare from a pack. Anyway, that is entirely worthless. What about the second one? Okay, second one has an Ultra Rare that doesn't immediately make it valuable. But it probably does make it valuable. It's got 2 of them things. Those aren't worth it. Ooh, that's nice. It's not in the pack, but that is nice. I like that. I see, that's a very nice card. That is very cool. Well, if he ever gets unhit, we are very prepared for it, you know? If. I don't think it's happening. If you're slightly unaware, by the way, the reason why that is particularly funny is that that's not our second, that's our third copy. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, we got a small Monarchs thing going on, maybe. Something like that. It's a real shame that they don't actually link the Monarchs, like, to the Mega Monarchs and all that. It's related cards. You've just changed how the function of this works. And the best you can do is, like, Caius. Kuraz. On the off chance he gets unlimited, yes, I am pretty prepared. But, anyway, I said this one was good, and that's for 2 reasons. We actually have Lovely Labyrinth, who we struggle to find a way to summon. no longer. We have a way to summon. And we have Archfiend, who is not, like, horrendously difficult to summon, but it's, you know, it's neat to have an easier way to do it. Also, this resets itself, and then this has a way to set it as well, so, like, we can actually just keep using it again. It only summons from deck, but that might be all we need. So yeah, that is... It probably goes into the Fiend deck, right? We're playing Labyrinth stuff in the Fiend deck. Indeed, we are playing Labyrinth stuff in the Fiend deck. In it goes. Also you, and probably cut you. And there's probably something else I can change about this, but I don't really know what it is right now, and I can get to it later. Ghost Ogre. Yeah, but as I said, I can get to it later. Anyway, on with the current duels. For we have a little bit of time left. We can see just what we can grind out. I guess the stream has been decently worth it. We've pulled some cards. We've got more of the card pool in general, so, you know, there's that. We've got some extra copies of things. Like, we've got more Monarch cards. I'm very happy about that, even if they're not particularly playable at the moment for our collection. We're going second, and the hand passes for going second? I don't know. Are you in fact doing Eldritch things? You are doing Eldritch things. So, are you going to stick a monster on the field before Eldritch? Because that would be really funny if you did that. There's Eldritch. And no, I think they are just sticking Eldritch on the field, so I don't get a banish in, but it's fine. That actually makes so much sense for why I've seen people playing Delta of Invitation. Right. Oh, that is a lot of set cards. This could be trouble. You don't even have any monsters in your grave. And Quaquero banishes from grave, right? I think we do just have to run it. So we get this, then we attempt to use the effect to summon, which works. Okay, we have 2 monsters on the field, which means this is now live at the very least. You know, I can make a rank 9 or something, but I don't think it's worth it. Normal summon. I can always banish Eldritch. So yeah, let's do it. He can't be destroyed. He can be banished. What the fuck, man? That's rude. It's just an on-field monster negate. Even if they tribute themselves, that is rude. Oh, fuck you too. I don't really know what I'd do about this. Also, they are fitting with my name. I'm a little confused about that one. Gone Man Forever. Okay, we now have the counter trap. Send a level 5 or higher zombie. Okay. And here's where we bank up. And it works. Good stuff. Oh, the Monarch cards, yeah. That message took forever to send. No, I kind of saw it, I just wasn't quite sure what it was in reference to. And yeah, like, Cat Monarch comes from two things. And yeah, it's pretty self-evident. I like cats, and I like the Monarch cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! They were the first, like, proper deck I made. I like Tribute Summoning. I just like their theming. It's really neat. East Eldritch crashes with Magnamut now. And Magnamut's effect is applied, so even if it now gets negated, it's still going to resolve. Synchro. Chaos Angel. Which you made... I mean... Who cares? You know? I'm not gonna, you know, get banished, I'm gonna negate you. The Monarchs are pretty interesting thematically? I think so. I think it's neat. Like, the Megas all gain benefits if you tribute the correct attribute. And then they do just have, like, a card in the grave, which is, you know... oh, you're not even gonna potentially make that mistake. You're gonna leave your Eldritch on the field? Lame. What do I get rid of from the grave? Oh, that's just what I get rid of. Right. Link 2. Still a hat. No. I'm not letting you get anything from your deck. Granted, the big boy they're about to summon is a pretty solid threat. So I can target. And given the fact that I can target, that is something. Now you see, 'tis the end phase. Means you get a number of things, and I get one thing. But my one thing is pretty neat, because I get to banish Eldritch from your grave. Although, you have Eldritch on the field. So, we are going to get this, and we are going to immediately use it. Problem. Still problem? I mean, I can make a link too. But that's kind of it. Normal summon. I'm about to Synchro 9, you ain't gonna believe it. Blue Eyes combos, out of nowhere. The rumor. Alright. Just put him back up. Just why not? Cool. That's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Set one of your banished Golden Land or Eldritch spells. Okay. Set Hakero. Then you can banish one card from either grave. Okay. I'm going to assume it's Magnamut from mine. No, they're not going to banish. Right, they didn't control one. Completely forgot. And that's enough for Chaos Angel. Do you run another Chaos Angel? Nah, that's only 2. Flying Mary. That's moderately annoying. Just get him back. And you can afford to just tribute monster to negate. I need to get rid of, like, the 10. I mean, yeah, you can do that. I do then get a chance to activate the effect, which you're going to have to tribute a monster to negate. But that doesn't matter, because you then get some of the other one back stronger, so it's can you put on 300 points of damage. Which currently looks like a no, but I also don't have a 1 card that gets me into the game. Okay, so no, they cannot put on 300, or you're just going to do it in battle phase, because, you know... Why didn't you just summon it? It would have been game. Are you dumb? Oh. Yep, fair enough. I still think they should have just summoned the guy and hit me with it, but it did work what they did, so I guess can't complain about results on their end anyway. I can complain about results. Oh, I wanted to win that one. Because that'd get me a pack and lets me do things. Now I have to kind of like win or lose this one, and then that determines if I get, you know, 2 or 1 pack from my next win. Because it's either I win this one, or I have to win like the first or it's either I win this one, or we just start from gold. Because it's about at that 3-hour mark. I really took a break. And yeah. It's getting warm, it's getting late, slowly. We're against Cool Tune, and I think the important bit is we have Raigeki Chalice. But I don't really think they end on all that much. I'll let them look at my hand. I hope the hand inflicts psychic damage to them. I know I'd be taking psychic damage from this hand. They are just continuing. What and what? Nidhogg and Chaos Mirage. Banish Mirage, Nidhogg to top a deck. So surely you have an Ash Blossom then. Like, you have to have an Ash Blossom then, right? No, we're not doing anything. I'm going to Chalice Raigeki and then double Bestial on my turn. And then probably lock to summon Valor to summon Nidhogg. So I know Loudness War protects other tuners. But this doesn't. It's exactly Loudness War, I think, right? Nope, Loudness War and RS. Pray tell, what are you thinking about? I had a clipped hand, which is async on my turn. So yeah, they're thinking about how hard they should actually commit. They know what I have in hand, exactly. The thing is, it wouldn't be so bad if it was one random card, but because it's the full hand, and then they get to stack the top deck as well, it really is just like the full 6 cards. If they could only choose one to place on the bottom of the deck and banish the other, that would still be slightly more fair. Right, Zaylan the Shackled Dragon. Okay. That still doesn't beat Raigeki Chalice. Just to say, but I guess they're going to use these two to make RS, and that's the idea. It can't be that difficult. Or if it is that difficult, just surrender and save everyone the time, because you're thinking about this for a very long time. Synchro for 5. Remix. Okay. They thinking. They're taking their sweet time. How do they beat Raigeki Chalice? It is the combo. It stops people in their tracks. End phase. And yeah, they know we have Nidhogg for turn. So I know one of those is going to be the Cool Tune Synchro spell. Like, that is known. When a card or effect is activated in response to another card or effect. So, I mean, yeah, why not? Let's just start doing Bestials. Let's take out Rotary. Is Rotary? Yeah, Rotary is limited now. Because this now protects the Raigeki. Choose 2 non-synchro tuners in your grave, add one to your hand if you do special summon the other 4. Right, so I can get rid of a Q. But they still have, like, other attributes, right? Yeah. So I guess, yeah, let's get rid of a Q. And then they can synchro this off because they saved a synchro. Is that going to be how this plays out? I lost a Bestial, but I guess it's fine. Yeah, so it seems that I've lost the Druis Worm. They were just waiting for the Druis Worm. Good to know. On the other hand, the Raigeki is going through at the end of this chain link, so I'm happy with that. B2B. Okay. Cast doesn't work. Druis gets negated and destroyed, apparently. That gets banished. We get a summon. You get a summon. Level 8. Sweet. I might be able to do something with that. Probably not, but I might. There's an Ash Blossom they're adding to hand. Then that. And then Synchro, right? Probably. There's Loudness War. Yay. You'd think what I had would be like a mildly decent combo. But of course, no. No, it isn't. Also, they maintained the Ash Blossom in hand, so extra fuck you. Because they know what I have in hand. I mean, I could Cerberus. You know what? Ash Blossom doesn't stop Cerberus. I reject your path as an option. I substitute my own. And it was imperm the whole time anyway. Nothing matters whatsoever. Because it's just cool tune. I guess I probably should have just stopped chaining effects to force them to use the synchro. Then... I don't know. Okay, I think in that chain link that happened, I probably should have... Because what? Boldrake went through, and they didn't have a response. So I just should have left it. Because the instant that they deny that first response, their board gets wiped. They don't have a Loudness War. I don't have the Zaylan on the field. And the Chalice is maintained. I still have the Druis Worm in hand. And the Lopter. And they haven't added an Ash back. So I got greedy in too many chain links, is the message from that one. Which is fine. You know, you need to learn something sometimes. Too many chain links. Anyway, end of session, which means stat update. 2689, which is 19 duels we've managed today. A good couple. Well, a couple of duels. I don't know how good. And we've won, what, 8? We've won 8. Oh yeah, and I guess while I'm here, actually, anyway, let me just, from the Twitch again, and just go back to my dashboard. Let me mute the site temporarily. Good. Because I remember that, like, what was it? I was struggling to believe that last session was like a 50% win rate. So let's just jump into, like, partway through. 2654. 1066. Yeah, last session was actually a 50% win rate. I did not believe. I was a doubter in my own abilities. I guess let it be known. I should not. Anyway, yeah, that wraps it up for a session. Which means that we've made it to Plat 2. We've done decent feudals. And we get to change deck. Probably to Fiends or Magispect of Almonica. Either or, I don't really know. The rest of these have been recent enough, and Fiends got like a complete overhaul. Stun. Is it actually a 60 card pile of one-offs? No, it's not a 60 card pile of one-offs. Which we can fix, because we got different stun cards. Do we get a punishment in here? We did, so put Ecclesia in here. Hold on. We got like a Drain. We got a Necroface. It might be a time ago at this point. I can't actually remember what we did get. You could go in. Or you control 3 or more traps. 3 or more of the spell traps. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, right, we got you. We got that. There's so much you can just chuck in the stun deck, just because, why not? Add more cards. Everyone gets the stun cards. I will say Ghost Ogre doesn't feel like an amazing hand trap at the moment, but it is still a hand trap, and so I should be playing it. I can't see anything past that point, unless it's further on. There's Imperial Custom, which could be funny, but I don't have a trap monster in, and so it's just protecting floodgates. We've got more runic stuff. Do I have... No, okay. We got Skill Drain a while ago. Didn't we get like a Mind Drain or a Soul Drain? No, Skill Drain was the more recent one. Okay. Well, anyway, stun update. 50 card, one of stun pile. I'm pretty sure I could hit it to a 60 card pile if I really tried and pushed for like every single card that we could classify as stun. But at the moment, that is pretty... Oh yeah, soon to be banned. Wait, we have a card that is soon to be banned. Although we aren't playing Barrier Statue of the Drought, we never have. Let me actually look at the ban list. I just want to check. So, upcoming Forbidden Limited list. Drought, Diner, Nightingale, Featherstorm. Those are the ones that are getting banned. I don't think we have any of those, but I do want to check now. So... we definitely don't have Diner. I'd be playing it in a deck or other. Knight should be specific enough. Not quite, apparently. But it doesn't look like we have Nightingale. Nope, we don't have Nightingale. We don't have, so it was Harpy. And we don't have Featherstorm. No, that's not what it, Drought. Right. I guess given that I'm not playing Barrier Statue of the Drought, I could get a craft for this, or I could get a random other card. Just like completely random. I don't really know. Like, we haven't played it, but it is the first and only time a card we have been playing has been hit on the ban list. Something to think about for next time, I guess. I don't know. I might do a quick poll or ask chat next time of what would people prefer. Anyway, speaking of next time, I hope everyone's enjoyed this time. It's been decent enough. Not as frustrating as it normally has been. I don't know whether it's just less stress because end of the month. And, you know... Oh, right. there is one thing I need to change about the stats while I'm looking at it. There we go. Fixed. But yeah, I don't know if it's just because it's the end of the month or something, but yeah, it has felt a lot easier. Anyway, my name is Catmonarch. Thank you all very much for watching, and I look forward to catching you all on Monday. I don't see any reasons why I shouldn't be able to, so hopefully we will. Goodbye, everyone, for now.